Alright, today we're going to have a look at material consumption. And to track material consumption, we're going to create an action model, and we're going to make this action model based on a technology. In this case, we'll choose SLM. And first thing we do is we select a machine. So let's say we're going to select M290. Okay, and beneath the cell model, beneath the machine, you see materials. So since we've selected SLM, automatically underneath material, powder is selected. So if we open that up, we can still choose the type of material, but it has to be compatible with the cell model. So let's say we're going to use titanium. And now there are a few options. So here you also see that compatibility is required. And here we have a few options. This can be optional or required at the start of action processing. And that is something that I will show you in a few minutes. Let's say that this one is required. Then you can also say if the input after the finishing of the action is required, and we will also make this one required. And you can also say, or you can also define if the material is updated after this action is finished. So let's also keep that one checked. Okay, so one great thing is that you can also add other materials. So let's add another one, and let's say that we want to add gas, because that's also a material that we need during this process. You can change the field name, you can choose a supported material model, and let's choose this one that I've created, argon gas. So again, you can choose it to be optional or required. We'll make this one required too. And we're going to input the consumed gas at finishing action off, because we're going to add this information to the action model. So we're going to add an estimation of the amount of gas that is used during a build. So we keep that one off, but we do want to update the material quantity. And I will show you also how that looks like after we've created this action model. Alright, save. And that's the materials. And then the third one, the build plate. Let's have a look. And let's select the right supported tool model, and let's make this one optional. So sometimes we want to track build plates, sometimes we don't. So save. And since we've selected gas here, if we scroll down, we see here estimated gas consumption. So let's say that on average we use 20 liters of argon gas for a build. Okay, so now we have the information we need. Let's give this one a name, TI64 print, and let's create that one. Alright, so now we have created this action model. So now if we create an order and create a nest, it will look something like this. We've selected the right action model or the right route model with the action model. You see here build, and if we go to the execute step and we scroll down, you also see that there's an estimated material consumption here. So this is in cubic millimeters. And if you convert that to cubic centimeters, that will be 299. And then you look at the density of the material, and then the system, Octon, will know how much material is going to be used during this build. Alright, so let's close this one and let's go to the action. So now we have created an action, and if we're going to start that action, click here on start. You see that the time is pre-filled in, the assignee is pre-filled in. Then we're going to choose a cell, a machine. So let's just pick the top one. And now you also see that the gas and the powder are required. You see that through the asterisk. That is what we have configured ourselves. So let's select a gas material. Let's select the top one. And you also see the current quantity, and you also see the estimated consumption. And again, this is what we have defined ourselves. So same for the powder. Let's select the top material, and you also see the current weight, and you also see the estimated consumption. Build plane, we don't have to select it, we can, and now we can start the action. Alright, and let's say that the build is finished now. Now we can finish the action. And you see, since we've configured it that way, we can now tell the system how much material there is consumed. So let's say that that was 1.4 kilograms, and now you also see the current volume that will be left, or the current weight that will be left. Okay, so now we can finish the action, and now we can have a look at the materials. So first material we're going to have a look at is the powder, and you also see that the current weight changed. And if we are going to the gas, you also see that the current weight changed. Alright, that was the material consumption.